Well, I had the game plan correct today. Got kind of sucked into my gold thesis a little bit and really kind of ruined the day. Hey, fellow traders, it's Black Coffee Trader. It's Monday, June 1st. Not the way I want to start off the month. Down a couple $1,000. Lost my two Lucid accounts, unfortunately, down $1,000. So we blew those up today. And again, just, yeah, got sucked into, making some bad decisions, and so be it. The game plan really for today was if the NASDAQ held above the prior day low, the Friday low, between the Wednesday high and the Friday low, I was looking for a pullback long. That was my idea. That's why I set the levels the way I did. And that was actually the correct thesis. And the market gave us that. We had a kind of a crazy morning, and then there was an opportunity here for a reclaim long and here for a reclaim long. I took neither. I did take a break and retest attempt of PDH on my Apex accounts. That failed. I then made that back on gold in the afternoon, getting a reclaim long above this intraday high and the daily 200 reclaim for a nice little, basically $150 trade to get us back to basically break even. We're like down a couple bucks across those accounts, so no big deal there, but that's really all that we had on gold. And that really, there was opportunity on the market for sure. I just didn't capitalize very well because I got sucked into trading gold in the that's oil, trading gold in the pre-market on my Lucid accounts. And so let me dive into the big picture plan. I've had this gold area marked out for some time. Right here we took a really nice short a couple days ago on some evals. And I was looking this morning on this retest of this upper level of this range right here. And I thought, man, this looks really good for a long. I'm going long on my funded accounts since I didn't, had taken some nice trades on evals on gold, and I just thought, man, I need to pull the trigger on some funded accounts. Well, the problem was getting into with too big a size, and I got in pre-market. Here, it didn't hold. Let me just pull those accounts up. That's this right here. So I went long here initially. Where's it at? Right here. I added to that trade, and I really ended up getting with this big drop, and I got stopped out. Big $500 loss to start the day. And at that point, I'm like, ouch, I got to get that back. I then flipped as we fell down below this level and took this thing short right here. And then got stopped out. I added into that trade as well, got stopped out here. And then I made a last hit that actually blew up the first account right there. And then I just barely was hanging on with my second Lucid account and took it long again. I think somewhere over here. Where was that at? For some reason that's not, oh, that's because I need to be on this one right here. Yeah, right here I took it long. Are those executions correct? No, I took it short. I took it short right here. That was, yeah. Again, I was almost blown on those accounts. I was just trying to scalp my way out of it, and it was just wrong. So really what we ended up seeing here, is this dip in the pre-market. We reclaimed this level, but we really went nowhere. And I really personally, I'm actually kind of looking big picture. If this thing just stays below here, this really could be a short setup, and this was just a little bit of a trap today. Unfortunately got caught into it, and again, trading with too big a size. But the summary really is this is where my focus ended up being, and I missed out on the big opportunity that we really had on the NASDAQ that was totally part of my game plan. Totally. The market did exactly what I was planning for pre-market. Like, if we hold Friday's lows, or anywhere from the Wednesday highs to the Friday's lows, I'm looking for reclaim longs. If we pull back into this area, where do we get long here for a reclaim to the upside? And it was there. It was totally there. Just I messed it up. So today's on me. The other thing that I really, as I was doing, just looking at the accounts themselves, these legacy accounts from Apex, they have, we're doing okay with them. I don't have them to a payout yet, but we're hanging on to them, and they're in a decent position. I've got a good amount of drawdown left, and what really stood out to me is I have not had any big losing days with these accounts. Most of these accounts, well, let's just go to here. erase this so we can see what's going on. So these accounts I've traded for, 38 days on this one, 34, 24, so 15 to 38 days. I know on this specific account that's up $1,000 in profit. On this one, and I'm guessing that's about the case for the rest of them. Some of them not as much because I didn't trade them as much. But on that account specifically, the biggest loss I had was a $400 losing day, and I had one $300 losing day. The rest of the losses have been sub 200, and I have had like 8. I think today would have been the 9th loss day on that specific account out of the 24 days traded. So what that tells me is keeping those. I've just not had big losing days, and I've walked away on those accounts when I've been wrong and haven't continued to push it like I did today on these Lucid accounts. And likewise, the thing that really did these Lucid accounts in was this red day from right back here about 2 weeks ago where I had that $1,400 red day. That was the problem. I mean, today didn't help, certainly didn't help matters, but again, we were in a desperate situation and I sized up and it was wrong. And so it was just, the wheels came off, but I need to slow down. I need to slow down, take it slow. When you're wrong, walk away, like I've done on these Apex Legacy accounts. So that's really just a lesson that I need to adhere to and do a better job of. And I think it'll definitely make a difference. So again, not like I wanted to start the month, down a couple grand, 28% win rate, not very good. Actually, the average win to loss was not very good today. That's something that's a rarity. Typically, this is in the 2 range for me. But because I sized in, I took some bigger average losses. And so just a bad start to the month of June. And we will be very careful tomorrow. Hopefully we can rebound, and I'm going to just be very cautious. So as of right now, I only have these legacy accounts to trade, and I am not going to go crazy. I am not going to allow myself to have a big red day. So if I don't have an update, it's probably because I didn't trade. So over the next couple of weeks until I pass some more accounts, if I don't have an update, it's because I haven't been trading. I'm going to be very, very careful. I do not want to lose these accounts. So anyway, that's a short wrap up for where we're at. Hopefully we can get some evals passed and get some more accounts to trade, since we were a little bit stupid there with our Lucid accounts. So that's a wrap for today. Last but not least, I do not want to be remiss and remind you about the Apex sale that's ending on Wednesday, I think it is, Wednesday night, but 90% off. You'll see that banner pop up in a minute, but 90% off. Really good deal. They've got the 5-pack bundling options. They've got the end of day, intraday with or without activation fees. So some just really good deals from Apex. And again, anybody's code works, but if you're using code BCT, I do appreciate it. Lucid still running that 50% off sale. So certainly appreciate the people using my code. Thank you very much, those of you that do. And hey, if you're just here for the content or to see what's going on in Black Coffee Trader world, thank you for being here. So hope you had a great day, and not sure when, but I will catch up with you on the next one. Take care, and so long.